Let's get to the packs. Packs. A mommy set, and then an epilogue booster. Commander Masters, Bloomburrow, and Duskmourn. And what I'm going to do, if I can find my freaking dice, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to randomize which one I open. Because I want to open all of them, so I don't know which one I want to open first. Here's a D6. So let's just do it the old-fashioned way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll roll 6s again. You gotta be kidding me. 2. Start off with the garbage. Epilogue booster. Show me something good, epilogue booster. Make me stop hating you. Thank you, Lobster. You're my favorite nerd, too. Alright, let's see here. Show Sam the mommy milkers. Right, Sam? Okay. Something bad. That's unsurprising in this set. Wow, the light is really killing me today, isn't it? Goldforge Thopteryx. I don't know how to read that. Goldforge Thopteryx. So 1/3 flying lifelink. Each legendary permanent you control has ward 2. Okay, that's a card. Uncommon. Blot out. On the next stream, we're going to be reviewing bongs. Nah. I like all of them. They all get 5 out of 5. Blot out. Target opponent exiles creature or planeswalker they control with greatest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Okay. Plarg and Nasari. 5 mana, 5/4. Beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles cards top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Opponent chooses a non-land card. Exile this way, you may cast up 2 spells from among the other cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. That doesn't seem terrible. Plarg, are you worth any money? No, you're worth $1. But the effect isn't terrible. Beginning of your upkeep. Oh, just your upkeep as well. Each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Not too bad. An opponent chooses a non-land card exiled this way. So if there's like one good one, they're going to choose that one. And you may cast up to 2 spells from among the other cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. That doesn't seem terrible. You just get free spells in the beginning of your exile? Doesn't seem too bad. Markov Baron. Lobster says, reviewing hookers in all 50 states would make for interesting YouTube video. Lobster, you could corner that market. Markov Baron. We've seen Markov Baron a bunch of times. And a Coppercoat Vanguard. And an Incubator token. Hey, unsurprisingly, the Mom Epilogue pack was pretty bad. It wasn't the worst, but it also was pretty bad. I don't know. This is not like terrible. It's not good, but it's, I don't know. It could be interesting. All right, we'll set that aside. Let's look at these other packs. Mom set, Commander Masters. That one's never opened a Commander Masters before, so that could be a lot of fun. Bloomburrow play, Duskmourn play. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to roll and see which one we open here. 2. Straight to the heat, potentially. Straight to the Commander Masters. Give me something good. Come on, Commander Masters. Don't let me down. This one's made in Japan, so we're going to have to do this precariously because we don't... Well, this feels a little loose, Costco. What are you doing here? There's a repack. Costco's pulling out all the good cards. All right, so this is a made in Japan pack. So I think what this means is the rare is going to be right in the front. They just hate right in the face with it. So I'm going to take the bottom 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to set those in the back. There's the art card. We're going to see if we can do some of the... Oh, there's the rare. Cut right to the rare. Nice. Well, I did that poorly. Here's the art card anyways. Let's see. What is it? Now that it's right in our face. Yisan. The Wanderer Bard. 3 mana, 2/3. We got force and a colorless. Force and 2 colorless. Tap, put a verse counter on use on the Wanderer Bard. Search the library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of verse counters on use and put it into the put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. That's not too bad. Anytime you can cheat stuff onto the battlefield, especially for 3 mana, could be okay. Put a verse counter on Yisan the Wanderer Bard. So you can, for 6, it's kind of expensive. So for 3 to get him on the battlefield, then the next turn for 3, you can cheat out a 1 creature. Are you going to use any of these cards? Maybe. Not sure yet. Tetsuko. Umezawa Fugitive. 1/3 creatures you control with power, toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. A little ninja. Ninja stuff. An Anax, Hardened in the Forge. 3 mana. Anax's power is equal to your devotion to red. Whenever Anax or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 red satyr creature token with this creature can't block. If the creature had power 4 or greater, create 2 of those tokens instead. Let me try to... Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can select the resolution. Nope, that's a lot worse. Holy shit. Is that better? What is happening here? Nope, that's... Don't think that's better. Let's go to device default. All right. Speaking of pizza, I gave my dad pizza right when it was hot. Burn himself. Hunter's Insight. Choose target creature you control. Whenever that creature deals damage, combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw that many cards. Ooh. Wow. That's not a bad uncommon. Instant. 3 mana. Furious Rise. 3 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. Okay, that's interesting. Dwarven Hammer, 3 mana equipment. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/1 red Dwarf Berserker creature token, then attach Dwarven Hammer to it. Gets +3/+0 and has trample, equipped for 3. Which is Cauldron. 1 mana black. It's classic. Tap 2, sacrifice creature. You gain 1 life, draw a card. Witching Well. 1 blue. When Witching Well enters the battlefield, scry 2. Pay 3 and a blue. Sacrifice Witching Well, draw 2 cards. Reverse Engineer. 5 mana. Sorcery. It has Improvise, so your artifacts can help you cast this spell, and you draw 3 cards. Hey! Full Art Arcane Signet. It's not too bad. That's a little staple. The 2 mana, tap for any color artifact. Faithless Looting. 1 red sorcery, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards with flashback for 3. A foil forest in a retro border. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that. Leonin. Leonin from the list? I think this is a list card. It's got that little swoop-de-whoop-de here. And this is from C17? I don't know what that is. Commander 17? 2 mana, 2/2. Players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect till the end of turn. That's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool card. What do we have? We have 2 cards left? What else do we have in here? Final Parting. 5 mana sorcery. Search your library for 2 cards. Put 1 in your hand, the other in the graveyard, then shuffle. That is Actually, an interesting tutor for my Lurrus deck. Oh, this is a foil as well. Nice little foil. Oh, deflecting swat. Is our last? No, we have one more card. I was hoping I would get this card. This is going to fit really nicely into my my red and green deck. 3 mana instant, but if you control a commander, you cast it without paying its mana cost, and you may choose new targets for target spell or ability. And the last one here, Disrupt Decorum. For 4 mana, goad all creatures you don't control. Till your next turn, those creatures attack each combat if able and attack a player other than you if able. Seems interesting. So are these cards good? Well, that's a good question, Lobster. I can tell you just based on rarity, we got 3 rares here. So that's not bad for one pack. One of them was a list card, I think. Oh, that wasn't a... Was that a rare? Oh, yeah, 4 rares here. That's pretty good. I don't know about Commander Masters. In normal pack, 4 rares is exceptional. I'm not sure how good this card is. It seems like it could be decent. So anytime you're putting things onto the battlefield, that's pretty powerful. But it starts with one. You start with just 1 verse counter, so people can kind of see it coming that you're going to try to ramp that up. Seems okay, I guess. Disrupt Decorum. I mean, for 3 mana, it's not terrible, but you have to pay 3 every turn you use it. Disrupt Decorum. Goad all creatures you don't control. I mean, I guess it could be okay in a goad deck. I don't know. If you're playing against people who make a lot of creatures, maybe it's kind of cool. I think this is a cool card. I saw somebody pull this out of a pack, and I thought I really wanted it. Definitely want to try this in my red and green deck. So it costs 3 mana, but if you control a commander, you can pay it without you can cast it without paying its mana cost, and you can choose new targets for a spell or ability. So basically, whenever my commander gets targeted, if I have this in my hand, I can play it for free because it's instant and say, nope. You can go ahead and Path to Exile your own commander instead because I'm tired of you fucking removing my shit. And then Leonin Arbiter, I think this is from the list. This little magic icon down here in the bottom left. I think that indicates this is a reprint. So I think this is from the list. Not sure what C17 is. I guess Commander 17 or something from 2017 set. And it's a 2/2 that just makes it so players can't search libraries. But they can pay 2 to ignore that. So it doesn't totally stop them, but you know, it's not bad if you know somebody's going to be tutoring a bunch of cards. This card might be okay for my Lurrus deck, but I mean, this is the exact thing that this is talking about. So players can't search libraries, and this card is search your library. So if this was on the battlefield, you have to pay 2 more, which is going to make this 7. It's kind of expensive. So are these cards good? I'm happy with this. I mean, compared to the Mom Epilogues booster that we opened, this Deflecting Swat is going directly into one of my decks. So from that perspective, are these cards good? I would say hell yeah. All right, we got 3 more to go through here. We got Mommy set booster. This will be 1/2. Got cutie little cutie pie Bloomburrow set play booster. This will be 3/4. And we got Duskmourn play booster. This will be 5/6. Let's give it a roll. That's a 5. Let's go Duskmourn. You want to see the Space Girl? Oh, that's this one. Here we go, baby. And this one's also made in Japan. So let's try this again. Last time I cut 4. Let's cut 5. I guess I chose the wrong number. All right. We got our little token insect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put those on the back. I'm not sure if this is going to work. All right, we cut straight to the uncommons. Hopefully that means we did this the right way. Inquisitive Glimmer, 2 mana, so a plains and a blue for a 2/3 enchantment creature. Enchantment spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. Unlock costs you pay cost 1 less. Somebody played this against me in the Bloomburrow draft, Bloomburrow, in the Duskmourn draft, and it was brutal. It really helps them ramp pretty fast. 2 mana, 2/3 that reduces enchantment. If you're playing an enchantment deck, which this whole set is lots of enchantment stuff, then not bad. Let's see. Colorless and a blue for a 2/1 Merfolk with Flash and Vigilance. When Flood Pit's Drowner enters, tap target creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it, and then for colorless and a blue, shuffle Flood Pit's Drowner and target creature with a stun counter on it into their owner's libraries. Huh. Interesting. So kind of like you take their creature with you, and then you use your Drowner to bring it down. Give into violence. I like the name. Colorless and a black instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay. 1 blue. Enchantment. Unable to scream. Enchant creature. Oh, this was used on me in fucking... this was used on me in the draft, too. This is a rough one. It's only 1 mana. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a toy artifact with base power and toughness 0/2 in addition to its other types. As long as enchanted creature is face down, it can't be turned face up. Monstrous Emergence. Green and a colorless sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, choose creature you control or reveal a creature from your hand. I was using this in draft, and I thought it was, I mean, in the draft form, it was really good. I don't know if I put it in my actual deck, but you either choose a creature you control or reveal a creature from your hand. Monstrous Emergence deals damage equal to the power of the creature you chose or the card you revealed to target creature. That's kind of cool. It's like a fight card, but you can use it with creatures that are huge, that are in your hand, that you haven't cast yet, as long as you're willing to let people know you have it. Colorless and a black instant. Winter's Intervention deals 2 damage to target creature. You gain 2 life. All right. Colorless and a red instant. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Okie dokie. A Living Phone. The people I was playing against, this was in like every deck. I think all 3 of the people I played against had Living Phone in there. 2 colorless and a plains for a 2/1 artifact creature. When Living Phone. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Friendly Teddy. Look how cute he is. The 2 colorless artifact creature bear toy. 2/2. When Friendly Teddy dries. When Friendly Teddy dries. When Friendly Teddy dies, each player draws a card. Ooh. Foil Fear of Infinity. Let's see. The zooming makes this like way grainier. Foil Fear of Infinity, colorless blue and black, enchantment creature 2/2, flying lifelink. Fear of Infinity can't block and has Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear of Infinity from your graveyard to your hand. It's not too bad. Eerie is the mechanic in this set. Or at least one of the mechanic. Plains and Marvin. Hello, Marvin. Hey there. It's a 2 mana artifact creature. When Marvin Murderous Mimic has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature. Marvin Murderous Mimic has all activated abilities. This is the card that was causing people to get confused, and I am now confused. Has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature. So if you make a copy of it, that's what they're trying to get around. Has all activated abilities of creature control that don't have the same name as this creature. That could be interesting. Rootwise Survivor. It's a 5 mana... 3/4 with haste. Beginning of your second main phase of Rootwise Survivor is tap. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target land you control. That land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature in addition to its other types. It gains haste until your next turn. And then in the back here is an uncommon enchantment. And Duskmourn introduced these enchantment room cards that have 2 sides. This one has Greenhouse for 2 colorless and a green. Lands you control have add 1 mana of any color. That's not bad. And as Rickety Gazebo on the other side, 3 colorless and a green. When you unlock this door, mill 4 cards, then return up to 2 permanent cards from among them to your hand. Well. I don't know if lands you control have add 1 mana of any color is worth the 3, but it's definitely interesting. And we got our buddy Marvin here for the rare in this pack. I think he was worth like a couple dollars. Let's check where he's ended up so far. Marvin. Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face. Yeah, he's $2. $2.48. So not blowing the pants off of anything here, but it's an interesting card. Has all activated abilities of creatures you control. Trying to think of activated abilities in my decks. And while my brain tries to think of those, let's look at the last two here. Got Mom Set. We got Bloomburrow Play. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 for Mom Set, 4, 5, 6 for Bloomburrow Play. Let's see which one we're opening next. 4. Cute little squirrel. We're going to go to you first. That's not a squirrel, is it? What the hell is that? Is that a squirrel? I think that's a squirrel. Mouse. It's a mouse. Stupid idiot. It's a mousey. Where's this one made? United States? I think I could just open this one like normal then. If the rare's in front, it's not my fault. It's your fault. I should have done Commander Masters last, but I'm not smart. Might of the Meek. 1 mana red instant. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. Also gets +1/+0 until end of turn if you control a mouse. Draw a card. Starlit Soothsayer. 2 colorless and a black for a 2/2 flyer. Beginning of your end step. If you gained or lost life this turn, surveil 1. High Stride. 1 forest instant. Target creature gains +1/+3 and gains reach till end of turn. Untap it. 1 colorless, 1 blue. Dazzling Denial instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If you control a bird, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. Intrepid Rabbit. 2 colorless and a plains. 3/2 Offspring 1. So you could pay an additional colorless as you cast it to make a 1/1 token copy. When this creature enters, target creature you control gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Frilled Spark Shooter. 3 colorless and a red. 3/3 Menace Reach. Frilled Spark Shooter ends with +1/+1 counter on it if an opponent lost life this turn. 1 colorless, 1 red Whisker Quill Scribe. 2/2 Little Mousey. Whenever Whisker Quill Scribe becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Colorless and 2 of either blue or red. For a 2/2 Otter Wizard, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Tempest Angler. Man, my desk is like shaking all over the place. Colorless and a red for Brazen Collector. It's a 2/1 Raccoon with first strike. Whenever Brazen Collector attacks, add a red mana until end of turn. You don't lose mana. This mana as steps and phases end. Into the uncommons. 3 colorless and 2 plains for a 3/4 Elemental Coyote. When Driftgloom Coyote enters, exile target creature an opponent controls until Driftgloom Coyote leaves the battlefield. If that creature had power 2 or less, put a +1/+1 counter on Driftgloom Coyote. Mind Whisker. 2 colorless and a blue. 3/2 Rat Wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. So you can look at it, put it on top of your library or back or in the graveyard. And it has threshold as long as there's 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Creatures your opponents control get -1, -0. And the rare, or a rare, Scrap Shooter. Colorless and 2 green for a 4/4 Raccoon Archer with reach. Gift a card. When it enters, if the gift was promised, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Interesting. What else we got back here? Just a land. We got a swamp. And the foil is a common. Sticky Tongue Sentinel with an art card in the back. A Wolfie. Ah, woo! The common is a 2 colorless and a green for a 3/3 with reach. When Sticky Tongue Sentinel enters, return up to one other target permanent you control to its owner's hand. That pack was not it. This rare is... This rare is Gotta let an opponent draw a card. I'd rather give them a 1/1 fish. When are you going to another Magic the Gathering tournament? I don't know. I don't usually do tournaments. I only did the one that I did because it was pre-release for Duskmourn. I am going to do... What is this? I'm going to do like a 30-second ad so that if someone comes in, they don't have to wait. And then I'm going to open this, and then I'm going to scan bulk, which is what it is. So give me 30 seconds. I don't actually know how this works, so I don't know if you can hear me or if you're just watching an ad. I assume only the subscribers can hear me. I don't know. If you can hear me, give me a fuck you. Good. I have myself up. You got to add for women's undies. I have myself up in an incognito window so I can see. I've never run ads before, so I don't know what it looks like. And I got to add for Hillshire Farm sausages, and now I'm hungry. Yeah, so I was talking because I didn't know what would happen and if you could hear me or not. And apparently you could not, because I said if you can hear me, give me a fuck you. And you said I can't hear you. All right, let's see what's in this mommy set booster. Sam, I hope there's some mommy milkers in here for you. Whoa, look at this cool ass art card. Is that a ship? I think it's a ship. Hell ship. All right. Well, fuck you for that. That's what I would say, man. Make me watch ads. Got a mountain. Pretty cool looking full art mountain to start off with. Moment of Truth is a colorless and a blue for an instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those cards in your hand. 1 into the graveyard. And 1 on the bottom of your library. Colorless and a green for instant Cosmic Hunger. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. That's kind of cool. You could target a battle. I haven't seen that one before. And it also says to another. So you could target your own creatures if you wanted to get some trigger. 1 black instant. Corrupted Conviction. As additional cost, cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Okay, always like drawing cards. Colorless, black and green for a 3/3 Phyrexian Elf. When Elvish Vatkeeper enters the battlefield, incubate 2. So you create Incubator token with 2+1/+1 counters on it. Pay 2 to transform it. And it has a colorless 5 ability. Transform target Incubator token you control. Double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. That's kind of cool. Norn's Inquisitor, colorless and a plains for a 1/1 Phyrexian Knight. When Norn's Inquisitor enters the battlefield, incubate 2. We just talked about what that does. Whenever a permanent you control transforms into a Phyrexian, put a +1/+1 counter on it. 2 colorless and a plains for a 2/2 Seraph of New Capenna. Angel Soldier with flying. Pay 4 and has a little Phyrexian symbol, so you could be paid with either and 1 Phyrexian symbol, so either a swamp or 2 life. Transform it. Only has a sorcery into Seraph of New Phyrexia. It's a 3/3 flyer. When it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact, and it gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Invasion. 2 colorless plains and a blue for a siege. When Invasion of Xerix enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand, and it turns into Vertex Paladin. It's a flyer with power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Hello, Gimbal Gremlin Prodigy. 2 colorless, green, blue, red. Is a mythic, legendary Gremlin Artificer. Artifact creatures you control have trample. That's pretty solid right off the bat. At the beginning of your end step, create a 0/0 red Gremlin Artifact creature token. put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named artifact tokens you control. Kind of cool for 4/4 Mythic. Behind that is, I do not know how to say this name. Quend? Pride of Femeref. 3 colors that have planes for a 2/2 with double strike. Creatures you control with 4 strike have double strike. That's kind of cool as well. Hey, Tribute to the World Tree. I have this in my green and red deck. Solid enchantment. 3 green. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, I think it's like a $9 card. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. What do we got at the back here? Fertilid's Favor is the foil. It is a common instant for 3 colorless and a green. Target player searches their library for a basic land card, puts it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffles. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target artifact or creature. And then just one of those empty cards at the end. So Tribute to the World Tree is actually worth a few bucks, because I do run that in my red and green deck. And I like that one. I think it's $9, if I remember correctly. $9. I think it's the best thing we found all day. Tribute to the World Tree. $8.91. And what's this guy? Gimbal. I've never heard of this guy. Gimbal. He is 18 cents. Nobody likes him. Do you think Pow World will win the lawsuit against Nintendo? I have no idea. I know Nintendo has a lot of money. I would not want to be sued by Nintendo. I can tell you that much. All right, let's go back to Commander Masters. Actually, let's scan all these. I'm going to start scanning stuff anyway, so we'll scan all these as part of the regularly scheduled programming. Nintendo lawsuit is a death sentence. Yeah, I would not want to deal with Nintendo suing me. All right, so that's all the new packs. Now we get into the monotony. The regularly scheduled programming here is scanning bulk. Scanning bulk. This is my white backdrop for my bulk to be scanned. And we can, basically, I'm going to take my phone right here. And I'm going to set it on this scanner. And I'm just going to drop cards in front of the scanner and see how much they're worth. And we can start with the cards we just got. Why not? So we just drop it on the white background, and this thing tells me, oh yeah, we got to turn on. Hold up. What are we doing? I got to turn on the thing that shows you how much it costs. So let's cast my screen. Bear with me here a moment while I scan these. All right, AirDroid. Scan me up, baby. All right. Now, you'll get to see how much the cards cost, too, through the magic of the internet. Thanks, AirDroid. All right, let's try this again. So we got Gimbal in here. Let me turn on the price thing. Is it this one? It's this one. I don't remember which freaking thing it is. Got too many things on here. Here we go. Phone screen. We set this to AirDroid. Okay. Show. Why are you not showing? Oh, because the Ozbot cam is on top. There we go. Okay, let's see how this works. We move the card. Put this one down. And when it scans, hello, McFly. There we go. Quend. Pride of let me also turn on Do Not Disturb, so you don't have to get disturbed by whatever's gonna be popping up on my phone. There we go. Quend. Pride of Invasion of Xerix. Seraph of New Capenna. Norn's Inquisitor. Elvish Vatkeeper. Corrupted Conviction. Let's find out if any of these are worth anything. I bet when we get to the Commander Masters, a few of those are going to be worth a couple bucks. Fertilid's Favor, but that's a foil. This is nothing. This is not even a card. That's not going to be worth any money. Get that shit out of here. That's also not a card. That's an art card. Scrap Shooter, 27 whole cents. Thanks, Scrap Shooter. I appreciate you showing up. Sticky Tongue Sentinel. This is also an art card, but look at this. It's signed. That's pretty cool. Justin something. And we got this little, like, fox version of Jace, or whatever the hell that is. A little swamp. Everybody loves swamps. Swamp. Mind Whisker. Droomglyph Coyote. Brazen Collector. Tempest Angler. Whisker Quill Scribe. Frilled Spark Shooter. Intrepid Rabbit. Lobster, how was that pizza, man? I just realized I'm hungry. I want some pizza. That Jimmy Dean sausage commercial that I saw. I want some sausage. Arvin the Mimic. Arvin the Murderous Mimic. This is a $2 card. It's not too bad. Finished it all in one go. Attaboy, Lobster. All right, so I'm going to scan the rest of these cards, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a really long ad, because I got to get the rest of my bulk. And then that way we don't have to watch an ad for like an hour. And I'll probably be done in an hour, so that'll be perfect. You want some sausage? Hell yeah, dude. Sausage is good. Sausage pizza? Come on, man. Unable to Scream? For some reason, it thought it was Horrible Hordes. No, not the ads. Well, you can tell me to fuck off when I play it. How about that? Flood Pit's Drowner. Inquisitive Glimmer. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camera down just a little bit here. Let's... Boom. Let's move that camera so you can actually see what the hell's going on. Oh, this is not a card. Oh, it's a token. Time me out as I say it. I won't time you out. Ooh, $34. No wonder it's going straight in my deck, huh? No wonder. Bada bing. That just about paid for all those packs, in fact, because I think actually the Costco bundle was $45. So this was almost all the value of the bundle right there. And let's see if anything else from the Commander Masters is going to be worth any money. This is from Mommy Milker. And we didn't scan that yet. I think this is $8. And it hates scanning things in top loader, so I gotta take it out of the top loader, or else it's gonna whine at me. Come on. Come on, don't bullshit me. $8.91, baby. So we got basically $9 here. We got $34 here. So right here we got almost the whole cost of what we bought. Leonin Arbiter, you're not worth any money, buddy. Disrupt Decorum, also not worth any money. Let's see if this guy's worth any money. That's a no. That's a big old no. Final Parting. I'm actually going to set a couple of these aside, though. I want to take another look at these other rares, just in case they might find a home in my deck somewhere. I really like this forest. It's not going to be worth anything, but I just like it. I might pop it in one of my decks just because I like the way it... Whoa, excuse me. I like the way it looks. This Arcane Signet will probably be worth a couple of dollars. Faithless Looting, unfortunately, not worth much. But what about the Arcane Signet? You gonna be worth $1? Yeah, $3.63. This is just a staple. Like, it's just, everyone likes Arcane Signet, so... I probably need one in one of my decks. So I'll probably even use that card. I'm missing a lot of the staple ramp. Arcane Signet. So what was that? $3.63 on top of the others. We already hit the cost of the packs right there. The cost of the bundle. Witching Well. Witch's Cauldron. Dwarven Hammer. Furious Rise. Hunter's Insight. Anax. Tetsuko. Plarg and Nasiri. Some bulk rare action. $1.20. $1.20. Blot Out. Blot Out. Goldforged Thoptrix. Incubator Token. Coppercoat Vanguard. Markov Baron. Jace Memory Adept is 408. And Ajani is 565. So, according to this, I mean, you know, we got the value of the cards back pretty much and a little bit more. So, 565 on Ajani, 408 on Jace. This is $9. So, $3 on Arcane Signet. Yeah, 363. So, this is $12 altogether. $9 on Tribute to the World Tree, so that's 21. And then $35 on Deflecting Swat. So that's $56. And I paid 48, I think. But that also doesn't factor in the pre-con, which I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Doesn't factor in the pre-con. Yay! This is just extra money. Free. Free! You can't lose. Making some bank. I mean, I'll use these cards. That's the only part that really matters. I probably couldn't sell these for what it says they're worth, because people never want to pay that. But I'll put this in one of my decks. I don't know about Jace and Ajani, probably not. Deflecting Swat, that'll go straight into my red and green deck. And then Tribute to the World Tree, if I have another green deck at some point. Right now I don't, but if I have another green deck at some point, that could be could find a home in there. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to scan all this bulk. I already organized this stuff, but I haven't scanned it yet. This is going to be all red, and there's a lot of it. So strap in, strap on, buckle up. Things are about to get real boring. It's not exactly enthralling to watch someone scan bulk, but it's kind of cool if you... Sometimes we'll find something in here worth $1. I think we found something worth like $8 one time, or $9. Let me help by dumping that as we play 52 Pick It Up. This would be a lot more than 52 Pick It Up. I think there's 1,000 cards in each box. Maybe more. You're about to see them. You're about to see all of them. You're about to see it all. There's 18 cents right there. That's going to be like one of our bigger cards. 3 of these babies. I also think it's fun to look at these cards. Sometimes I'll find a card in here that I forgot that I had, or that I wasn't aware that I had. And sometimes they'll get slipped into a deck. So last time we scanned bulk, we found 4 Impact Tremors, which is a red card. Red enchantment for 2 mana. And what happens is every time a creature comes into the battlefield under your control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to all of your opponents. And that card won me a game last night. It's a good card. I mean, it's only worth $1, but we found it in the bulk. Found 4 of them. Found a whole playset of them. And it won me the game. Hey, a little 50 center right there. How many cards can you have on a deck? It depends on the format you're playing. I play a lot of a format called Commander. In that format, you have exactly 100 cards. I think this was the 50-cent card. Ricochet. Let me double check. Yeah, Ricochet, 50 cent. This is a silver border, and it's from a set called Unglued, which is like a jokey set. These sets often have like funny mechanics, but they're not tournament legal. They're just kind of like goofy. So let's read this one. It's a 1 red enchantment. Whenever any spell targets a single player, each player rolls a 6-sided die. That spell is redirected to the player or players with the lowest die roll. If 2 or more players tie for the lowest die roll, they re-roll until there's no tie. Yeah, that's a very goofy card. That's not a card that you would see in a normal game. Here's another silver bordered set, or silver bordered card. This one's from, not Unglued, this one's from Unhinged. And this one is a 1 mana, 1/1 Goblin Waiter. So they're dressed up like waiters. Sacrifice a land or a creature. Add 1 mountain to your mana pool. And then, I can't see what that... Oh, that's a menu. Poached ruck eggs. Rock. Cooked rock. Unicorn on the cob. Or worm fang turtle soup. Yeah. The silver bordered cards are a little goofy. Shock. 3 of those. So what you were asking, Lobster, is how many cards can you have in a deck? Like I said, the format that I play is called Commander. Well, that's the format that I play the most, but it's called Commander, and you have 100 cards in a deck. If you're playing, I'm probably gonna get some stuff wrong here, but if you're playing Standard, I think you can have as many as you want. I think normally people have like when you buy a deck, I think it's 60, but I don't know if there's a rule that you can only have 60. You can only have 4 of each card. Maybe you can only have 60. I'm not sure. I don't play that format, so I'm unfamiliar. And the tournament that I went to last weekend was a draft sealed tournament, and so you made a deck with 40 cards. So it kind of varies. Depends on which format you're playing. You can have a different number of cards. So in Standard, you can have up to 4 of a card, which is why in this bulk you'll see there's like a bunch of copies. In Commander, you can only have 1 copy of a card in each deck, unless it says otherwise. Some cards say you can have as many of these as you want in a deck, but that's pretty uncommon. Magma Spray. Goblin Mountaineer. Another Magma Spray. Actually, 2 more Magma Sprays. This looks like bacon. Is that because I'm hungry? Or does it actually look like bacon? It looks like bacon to me. Dragon's Herald. I really wanted to find an excuse to put this in my deck, but I didn't. I like things that make dragons or do stuff with dragons. I really wanted to make a dragon deck, but I've been taking the dragons out of my green and red deck. Maybe I'll make an all-red, maybe make a mono-red dragon deck at some point. Dragon's Herald is a 1 red, 1/1. Pay 2 colorless and a red and sacrifice and tap to sacrifice a black creature, a red creature, and a green creature. Wow, that's a lot of sacrifices. Search your library for a card named Hellkite Overlord and put it into play, then shuffle your library. I don't even think I have Hellkite Overlord. I can feed you? I'm scared of what that means, Lobster. I'm scared. Want some pizza or a hamburger? Hey, who doesn't want pizza or hamburger? Those are staple foods. My food pyramid is like a pizza in the shape of a triangle. That didn't sound good. I can feed you. No, it did not. Mommy Milkers. Ground Rift. Imposing Visage. So this is an older card. Not only can you tell that it's older because it's like got this damage around the borders, which card shops would say it's probably moderately played. They have a couple classifications. They have lightly played, I think moderately played is one of them, and then they have heavily played. This doesn't look too bad on the face of the card. It's not all like bent up or anything, but the borders are pretty scratched. So it's probably somewhere between lightly played and moderately played. But this set symbol here is a little snow thing. You can see it's from 1995. It's not super old because if it was really old, it wouldn't have a copyright, but it's pretty old. Goblin Sledder. Hey, we found our first $1 or more card right here. That's pretty cool. Let's pull it aside. I'm gonna pull things out that are worth at least $1 and probably penny sleeve them and throw them in my $1 or more box. Goblin Sledder is a one red 1/1. Sacrifice a goblin. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So the reason this is kind of cool is you don't have to pay anything to sacrifice the goblin, and you don't have to tap it. So you could really ramp this up, and you could sacrifice like 10 or 15 goblins and give something a lot of power. Last night when I was playing, I had Goblin Bombardment, which is a 2-mana enchantment on my board. And has a similar thing. Sacrifice, instead of a Goblin Bombardment is just sacrifice a creature. And when you sacrifice a creature, you can deal 1 damage to any target. And I actually used that to win the game last night. Because I had 5 creatures out. And my opponent cast a spell that made all creatures get returned to their owner's hands. And then what I did was I sacrificed all my creatures as a reaction or a response. And I dealt 5 damage to him and killed him. And won the game. Yay. Oh, look at this one. This one's really beat up. So this is more like what I was talking about before. It's probably like almost heavily played. You can see the cards like ripping. This thing's missing portions. It's really damaged all around the card. And if I show you, like, you can see how the card is not flat. It's all bent up. And if we look at it on the angle, look how not flat that is. See, it's all crimped up and bent up. Yeah, it's not good. Thankfully, this card's not worth any money. But if we look at a card that's not all bent up, like this Immobilizer Eldrazi, it's clean, right? It's a little bent. It's not perfectly flat, but you can see this part's not all crimped up like a can opener. He got fucked. Yes. Yes, he did. I felt bad for him, though. He kind of got fucked that whole game. Every time he put a creature out, I would kill it with something. But to be honest with you, the game before that, I played with my friend on Spell Table, and I was the one getting fucked. So, you know, sometimes you're the fucker. Sometimes you're the fucky. That's my life lesson for you, Lobster. Sometimes you're the fucker, and sometimes you're the fucky. Processor Assault. Sure Strike. Whoa. Maka what now? Did we scan something in here? No, we didn't. All right, so we got 3 of those. Sometimes you got to take up the ass. I mean, that's one way of putting it, Lobster. That is one way of putting it, bud. Spark Mage's Gambit. Zada's Commando. A Brute Strength. Why is this card 26 cents? 2-mana instant. Target creature gets +3 and +1 and gains trample. Okay, it's not terrible. Not terrible. Zada's Commando. Commando. Another Brute Strength. Spark Mage's Gambit. Another Brute Strength. 2 more Brute. Oh, a lot of these Brute Strengths. Gonna see a lot of repeats in here. I got this bulk from some dude, and he had a lot of sets in here. I think I paid him maybe $20 for like 9,000 cards, 10,000 cards. Something like that. Bogarden Lancer. Tillanali's Knight. Swashbuckling. Fathom Fleet Firebrand. Another Tillanali's Knight. It's a lot of cards, but as you can see, they're all worth, like, nothing. So that's why he said he sold them to me for, like, 20 bucks. And I'm hoping that I can make either some Pauper decks out of this, or maybe, like, a little weak cube. Wait, how many of these do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Holy shit. Giant Spectacle. All right, we're up to 182 cards so far. This is 182 cards. And we found one card worth $1 or more. And this is what we still have left to scan of just this box. So this is 182. This is what we've done so far. This is what's left in this box. And there's more where that came from, so we're gaming. We are gaming. Bam. Reckless Fireweaver. Ooh, 63 cents. Starting this chunk off to a good start here. 5 of those. Not bad at all. Orcish Healer. Switching to PC. All right, bud. Rogue Kavu. Reign of Embers. Instill Furor. 2 Spark Mage Apprentices. Fiery Conclusion. They don't even have that. That's not even listed. What is Fiery Conclusion? Let's see this one real quick. 2-mana instant. As an additional cost, sacrifice creature. Deals 5 damage to target creature. It's not too bad. I'm not mad at that. I wish it was target. Just target. As opposed to target creature. But, you know, I'm not mad at that. All right, we got another silver border card here. Let's see what this one is. These are always silly. Let's see. This one's Mana Flare. Oh, wow. Weird art. 2-mana instant. Add 1 mountain to your mana pool for each non-land permanent by the artist of your choice. Silly. That's silly. Come on, Goblin Raider. Scan it up, buddy. Come on, the white border's throwing it off. Come on. Goblin Raider. Rogue Kavu. The Goblin Raider, come on. Come on, don't bullshit me. Goblin Glider. Ignite Disorder. Pyroclasm. 2 Goblin Pikers. Aki Rock Speaker. Emberwild Augur. 3 Crushing Pains. Crushing Pain. Aki Rock Speaker. Battle Mad Ronin. Oh, hang on a second. What do you got going on over here? What do we got going on over here? All right, nothing important. Where'd we leave off? Battle Mad Ronin. Yep. It's got to go over there. Emberfist Zubera. Oh, excuse me. Hearth Kami. 3 of those Hearth Kamis. Battle Mad Ronin. Whoa. Glacial Ray. Crushing Pain. Battle Mad Ronin. Sideswipe. Card's a little beat up, isn't it? Couple Aki Rock Speakers. Flamekin Spitfire. Ember Eye Wolf. Vessel of Volatility. 3 of those bad babies. Ember Eye Wolf. Senseless Rage. Ravenous Bloodseeker. A lot of these Emberite Wolves. What set are we looking at here? Shadows over Innistrad. I guess this stuff is fitting. This is a different one. I think this is Alara. And it actually registered incorrectly, but I don't care enough to change it. Bloodthorn Taunter. Dragon Fodder. Viashino Slasher. Goblin Firebug. Skirk Marauder. Welcome back, Mr. Lobster. Got another Goblin Firebug here. See, you didn't have to watch an ad, did you? Because we turned off the pre-roll. Hell yeah. Skirk Drill Sergeant. Skirk Marauder. Hell yeah. Ashmouth Hound. Skirk Marauder. Goblin Firebug. Kind of want to make a Goblin deck, too. I mean, all these Goblins kind of suck, but it would be cool to make one with not shitty ones, with not shitty Goblins. Enrage. Slith Firewalker. Pyrecharger. Incinerate. Aether Flame Wall. Aether. Aether. Oh, there's more of those. Aether. Cobalt Taskmaster. Whoa, I like the Time Spiral ones. I like that that's a purple set. 43 cents. Not enough to get excited about, but still cool. Sudden Shock. Oh my gosh, wait, just watch while I spill the cards all over the place here. Dragon Fodder times 3. Oh. That's the wrong amount. So many cards. Yeah, you're right. It is a lot of cards. That's a lot of garbage. Most of them worth nothing. Fury Charm. Mud Brawler Cohort. Puncture Bolt. Pew! Rust Razor Butcher. More of these Dragon Fodder. Dude, I got so much Dragon Fodder. Crazy. Look at this. More Dragon Fodder. 5 more. I wonder, when I'm done scanning all this bulk, I wonder which card I'm going to have the most copies of. I bet Dragon Fodder is a contender at this point. Goblin Sky Cutter. Gitu Fire Breathing. Lightning Strike. Anything that deals direct damage, people like that. It's always worth a little bit. Searing Spear. Now, why is it? This is worth less than this, but this can be cast at more targets than this. No, this can be cast at more targets than this, but this is less than this. What? I'm so confused. Sometimes the values make no sense. Actually, most times the values make no sense. Speaking of sense, cave sense. Hey, more Goblin Pikers coming your way. Incinerate. Another Goblin Piker. Splitting? No, Spitting Earth. Lobster doesn't like the spitters. Fists of Evil, Vashino Sand Scout. 2 more, 3 more, 4 more Incinerates. Goblin Elite Infantry. Spitting Earth. Look away, Lobster. Stun. Vashino Slaughtermaster. Goblin Warpaint. Goblin Elite Infantry. So many goblins in these old sets. 2 more Incinerates. Guerrilla Tactics. Pew! I love this art. This card's not very good, but look at the art. It's so cool. Headlong Rush. Old Threaten. Looks like it's beat up. Oh, look how... It makes me sad. Look how bent up and shit it is from 9th edition. It says 10th edition, but it's scanned incorrectly. Nosy Goblin. He does have a big old schnoz. Pyromantic Pilgrim. Searing Spear Ascari. There's 2 of those. Viashino Sandstalker. Ironclaw Buzzards. Blazing Blade Ascari. Flowstone Channeler. I don't even know what an Ascari is. Ironclaw Buzzardiers. Buzzardiers. And Orcish Cannonade. Let's see here. So the way I'm scanning these, they're gonna be backwards. Kind of annoying. Fuck it. I'll write it. We'll do it live. 2, 3 of these. Undying Rage. Another Flowstone Channeler. Viashino Blade Scout. Battle Rampart. Rolling Thunder. Blazing Blade Ascari. Bloodrock Cyclops. 2 of those. 3 of those. Smash. Ridgeline Racer. Inner Flame Igniter. Blood Ogre. Bogardum Fire Fiend. Goblin Sky Raider. Bloodrock Cyclops. Incite Hysteria. Hey, Sizzle. Eldrazi Aggressor. Cool. Kazul's Toll Collector. Devouring Flames. What a cool ass name. There's Chandra. Burning up. Is that Obnixilis? Obnixilis had prepared for every eventuality except Chandra Nalar. Yep. Must be Obnixilis getting burned up. Stancia Banquet. Weaver of Lightning. Burning Vengeance. Weaver of Lightning. Is this Alara? Or what is... No, this is... What's that set? Eldritch Moon. Abandon Reason. Burning Vengeance. Brimstone Volley. This guy on YouTube, I don't think it's one guy, it's multiple guys, but this guy, these people, I don't know, whoever it is on YouTube, they have this awesome idea that I want to steal at some point. Got to get enough people watching for it to work, but they have a series that's just called Crack a Pack, and they just open packs. So people just send them packs, and they just open them. That's fucking awesome. Now, granted, it is pretty cool to watch, because you just get to watch people opening packs, which I like, because I like to see the cards. But then they just keep the cards. What kind of racket is this? Get other people to buy your cards for you? Gotta figure out how to join that grift. Join that scam. Gotta hijack that scam. Salivating Gremlins. Make Mischief. Barrel Down. Sokenzen. Aki Drillmaster. Sokenzen Renegade. Shinin' of Fury's Fire. Kumano's Blessing. Frenzied Raptor. Spark Spitter. Frenzied Raptor. Hijack. Brazen Wolves. Stancia Banquet. Make the Mischief. Make the Mischief. Aether Torch Renegade. Smash. Wall of Fire. Cool looking old card. Unfortunately, it's not worth much. Saber-tooth tiger. Pre-rolls are still off for another half an hour. I guess that's kind of nice. I don't know if it really matters, but it would be kind of nice if I was just joining that I wouldn't have to watch ad. Smash. Galvanic Arc. Incite Hysteria. Galvanic Arc again. Here's some silver border cards. Let's check these out. I like the silver border cards. Orcish Paratroopers. 2 colorless and a red for a 4/4 Orc Paratrooper. When Orcish Paratroopers comes into play, flip it from a height of at least 1 foot. Sacrifice Orcish Paratroopers unless it lands face up after turning over completely. IOU 1 parachute. All right, I'm going to try it. See if we can make it work. So we're going to hold it up. Here it is. We're going to hold it up. And I'm going to flip it and see if it lands face up or face down. Oh, face down. So if I were playing it, it would get sacrificed. Sorry, Orcish Paratroopers. Goblin Secret Agent. About to get lasered in the nuts. 2 colorless and a red for a 2/2 first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal a card from your hand at random. Licensed to be killed. Good old goblins. Hey, dumbass. Hey, dumbass. 2 colorless and a red for a 3/2/2 Donkey Barbarian. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, target opponent chooses whether dumbass attacks this turn. Hey, dumbass. Another Goblin Paratroopers. This card kind of threw me off. Oh! Okay. All right. $4. I was going to say, this card kind of threw me off because it seems like it would be worth a couple bucks, and it's not. But actually, it is. It's worth $4. So here we go. This is the kind of thing people love to play, right? It's 2 colorless and a red. Add 5 to your mana pool. So basically, it's free mana. Where's my soundbite? I got one. I got one for this. I got one for this. It's free mana. Right? Come on. I don't know where my... Please hold. Gotta find it.
1 eternity later.
I know, I'm looking. It's in here somewhere. Just relax. Here it is.
It's free real estate.
It's free mana, right? Especially in a mono red deck. 2 colorless and a red. Okay. And you get 5 red.
It's free real estate.
Yeah.
Please clap.
So $4. And then earlier we found this baby boy that was worth $1. So we're at $5 already off the bulk. And this is not the card that I thought it was. There's another card in here that we'll see shortly that I thought would be worth some money, like $1 or something. But I think I looked it up when I found it, and it wasn't worth much. It was a, I think it's a goblin that if you pay 2, it gives +1/+1 to another creature. And then if you pay the 2 3 times, you get 8 mana or something. So basically, if you could pay 6, you get 8. Which I thought, oh, that's like some kind of like ramp, right? It's not tap. You don't tap. It's just pay 2, +1/+1, pay it 3 times, and you get like 6 mana back or 8 mana back or something. Somehow you come up in mana. Stone Rain. People love that kind of shit. It's only worth 13 cents, but people like direct damage, destroy. All right, so I got all our big hits set aside so we could look at them at the end here. I say big hits. Not really anything that big, but keep in mind I spent like $20 for this whole box, so. What is this song? What do we got going on here? Whoa, this is not the energy. This is not the mood. I'm sorry, dubstep. We're gonna have to skip you. I am very sorry. We're gonna go to something that actually sounds like background music. Generic elevator music bullshit. Howlpack Wolf. Blood Mad Vampire. Convicted Killer. Thunder Thrash Elder. Rock Slide Elemental. Soul's Fire. Jund Battle Mage. Another Rockside Elemental. Resounding Thunder. Lightning Talons. Come on, Lightning Talons. Get scanned in there. Oh, did I see a silver border? No, I didn't. I thought I saw a silver border coming up. I like to read those. 3 more Jund Battle Mages. Soul's Fire. Hissing Iguanar? What now? Excuse me? Hey, we found another dollar card, babies. Baby! Let's see what this one is. 2 colorless and a red for a 2/1 goblin with cycling for a colorless and a red. When you cycle Gem Palm Incinerator, you may have it deal X damage to target creature where X is the number of goblins in play. Okay, I can see why this is $1. So it's in a little bit of rough condition. Little scratchies down here. Sides are a little beat up. But yeah, this seems playable. The little goblin tribal deck. Get a bunch of goblins out there, cycle this for 2 mana. Boom! And is it any target or is it target creature? Let's double check that. Target creature. Okay. Not as good as it could be, but that's why it's only $1. Because if it was any target, that's not bad. That is not bad. But still, you can clear out a big creature or something. Another Lightning Talons. Got a lot of Lightning Talons. Not nearly as many as the, whatever the fuck we saw earlier. Goblin something. Rock Slide Elemental. Resounding Thunder. Thunder Thrash Elder. Hissing Iguanar. Soul's Fire. Lightning Talons ×2. Resounding Thunder ×2. Innerflame Acolyte ×2. By the time I'm done scanning all these, the little thing that tells me the value of my collection is going to say I have like probably like $2,000 worth of cards, but most of those are going to be not worth anything. All these cards that are worth 10 cents, this is all trash. It's not worth any money. Even the one that's worth $1, you'd be lucky to get like 20 cents for it. That's the way she goes. Smelt Ward Gatekeepers. All right, when did we get into the 4 manas? Here is our cutoff. Here's our cutoff for 4 manas. These are all 4 manas. These are all 3 manas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. And I am going to put these in my box. Make some space here. So we're going to separate out the 1 manas. And we're going to put these in front of the 2 manas. And then we're going to separate out the 2 manas from the 3 manas. Everybody has their own way of organizing their shit. for some reason, the way I do mine is I organize it by mana cost and color. So here we're at 2 mana. These are going to go behind the 1 manas. And then we got all the 3 manas. And the few 4 manas. I've seen some people who organize by set. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know why you would organize by set. If somebody can explain to me, I would appreciate it very much. Because the reason that I organize by mana is when I want to find a card, I will usually know how much mana it costs and what color it is. I mean, I might know what set it is as well, but like, there's a lot of sets. What is there, like 100 and something at this point? Versus colors. Not that many colors. So I don't need that many boxes. I mean, I do need, you know, enough boxes to hold my cards, but I don't need that many, like, ways to organize it versus sets or even, like, card type. Sorcery, whatever. Anyways, I organize by mana. What is this song? On Hold. Yep. This does sound like an On Hold song. Doot, 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 doot. Oh my gosh. Come on, scan. Orcish Oriflamme? Orcish Oriflamme. This guy kind of looks like Luigi. Hey, silver. All right, let's see what this one is. Punctuate, which I can't even read. 3 colorless, 1 red, instant. Punctuate deals damage to target creature equal to half the number of punctuation marks in that creature's text box. Classic. Goblin SWAT team. Let's see, there's 2 of these. Yeah, Goblin SWAT team. 3 mana and a red for a 2/2. Say Goblin SWAT team. Put a +1/+1 counter on Goblin SWAT team unless an opponent swats the table within 5 seconds. Play this ability only once each turn. All right. Sixy Beast. Sam, this one's for you. Sixy Beast. 0/0 creature for 4 mana. As Sixy Beast comes into play, you secretly put 6 or fewer +1/+1 counters on it. Then an opponent guesses the number of counters. If that player guesses right, sacrifice Sixy Beast. Sixy Beast. Touch and go. Destroy target land. Oh, the gotcha mechanic. I've seen people complain about this on YouTube. Whenever an opponent touches his or her face, you may say gotcha. If you do, return touch and go from your graveyard to your hand. That is pretty dumb. Gotta admit. Anaba Shaman. Anaba. Come on, Hill Giant. Come on, you can do it. Come on, baby. Come on, little baby. There we go. Hill Giant. Ogre Taskmaster. Barbed Shocker. I'm just gonna leave that right where it is. No comment. No comment on Barbed Shocker. Blind with Anger. Frost Wielder. Uncontrollable Anger. I feel like this set's trying to tell me something. Kami of Fire's Roar. Blind with Anger. All right. There's a lot of anger going on here. Ceaseless Sear Blades. Gore Clan Bloodskill. Vordarin Duelist. 1 cent. That's one of the lowest value cards I've seen. At least most of these are like 2 cent, 3 cent. 1 cent. Nobody wants that one. Malevolent Whispers. Dance with Devils. Spiteful Motifs. Darn Duelist. There's the 1 center. Back at it again. Incubate Ogre. Oh, Incubate. Incurable Ogre. Viashino Skeleton. Skirk Outrider. Furnace Whelp. Subterranean Shambler. Goblin Snowman. I think this is such a funny card. It looks like a snowman. And there's goblins behind it. Whenever Goblin Snowman blocks, prevent all combat damage to be dealt to and dealt by it this turn. Tap 1, Goblin Snowman deals 1 damage to target creature it's blocking. It's a 1/1 for 4 mana. It's not good. It's just silly. It's just silly. Silly little baby. Thorn, Thrash, Viashino. Viashino. All right, what do we got going on over here? 1 second. 1 second. All right. Nothing that needs my attention. Viashino Skeleton. Incurable Ogre. Viashino Skeleton. Hammer Helm Deadeye. Blistering Dyflin. Wild Swing. Amber Gale. Wild Swing. Amber Gale. Viashino Skeleton. Thorn Thrash Viashino, which doesn't even have a value on the marketplace right now. Incurable Ogre. Thorn Thrash Viashino. Thorn Thrash Viashino. Pyrehound. Cool. Really fucking cool looking art. Look at that. That is so sick. Breathing fire on that dude. Voldarin Duelist. You aren't worth anything, Voldarin Duelist. Nothing. Spiteful Motives. Reckless One. Whoa, hey there. Hey there. Oh my god, sorry. $1.55. It's not terrible. 3 mana, 3 colorless, and a mountain for a Star Haste. Reckless One's power and toughness are each equal to the number of goblins in play. So we're getting some good goblin cards here. I mean, not good, but, you know, good for bulk. 3 of the cards that we've gotten that are worth over a dollar are goblins. Goblin Sledder, Gem Palm Incinerator, and Reckless One. And then, of course, Seething Song, of course. Seething Song was the one that was worth like $4. All right, Viashino Runner. Not doing it. Not worth a dollar. Flame Core Elemental. Lightning Elemental. Not worth much, but super cool. Really cool art. Old card, too. Forget what set that is. Let's check. It'll say it on here. It says Battle Royale box set. That's not the right set. Tempest. It's from Tempest. There's another Lightning Elemental. This one's from 10th edition. And it did not get that right either. This would be a good card if it weren't for mana. Destroy target artifact or land. Just 4 mana is too much. There have been so many other cards that do that for cheaper. Even back then, I think there were cards that did that for cheaper. All right, getting to the end of this box. 12 more minutes of pre-roll off before the Adpocalypse. Adpocalypse. Alchemist Greeting. Turn Against. Pretty cool art on this one, too. What is this card? 4 and a red for what? Devoid. Gain control target creature till end of turn. Tap that creature. Gain haste. Too expensive. Shadow Skull Recruit. Turn Against. Shadow Skull Recruit. Cinder. Hellion. Boulder Salvo. I'd be surprised if we find anything in this expensive of a mana cost that's worth more than $1 in this bulk. Because I think most of this expensive mana stuff is going to be not good. Considering they're commons and uncommons from pretty old sets. But let's find out. Maybe I could be pleasantly surprised. Greater Forgeling. Barbarian Rift Cutter. Where are my big goblins at? Lava Axe. People like Lava Axe for some reason. Hey, there's my goblins. Goblin Rally. How many of these? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Sheesh. Sheesh. It's only a 25-cent card, but got 11 of them. Berserkers of Bloodridge. Kamano's Pupils. Soul of Magma. Sokenzan Bruiser. Sokenzan. Devouring Rage. Sokenzan Bruiser. Glare Wielder. Another Glare Wielder. Ingot Chewer. Such a funny card. Just the name I think is funny. It's not good, but look, it's just this little... The hell is that? Sloth-looking thing? Trying to chew on some ingots. Ogre Savant. Reduced to Ashes. Got him. Reduced to Ashes, deal 5 damage to target creature. If that creature dies this turn, exile it instead. Greater Forgeling, Barbarian Rift Cutter, Cone of Flame, Keldon, Halberdier, Scourge Devil, Bloodpire Elemental, Scourge Devil, Bloodpire Elemental. Getting down to the end of the box here. I can see another Bloodpire Elemental coming up. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. What's the next card? Bloodpire Elemental. Volcanic Submersion. Scourge Devil. Hey, there's our old friend. Bloodpire Elemental. Skeleton Eyes. All right, come on. Come on, look at that art. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's so cool. Skeleton Eyes deals 3 damage to target creature. When a creature dealt damage this way is put into the graveyard. This turn, put a 1/1 black skeleton creature token in play with tap 1, regenerate this creature. I mean, it's not great, but Karl Kopinski, you killed it with the art there, bud. Wherever you are in the world, Karl, just want you to know you killed it with the art there. Dissension in the ranks. Gat Staff Arsonists. Plunder. Plunder with a Destroy with Suspend. I don't think I've seen a card like that before. Let's take another look, because we got more of them coming up. 4 mana and a red. Sorcery. Destroy target artifact or land with Suspend 4 for 2 mana. A colorless and a red. Rather than play this card from your hand, you may pay a colorless and a red. Remove from the game with 4 time counters on it. Beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When you remove the last, play it without paying its mana cost. All right. Well, there it is. That's a card that you can play. And I got A bunch of them. Rock Badger. Earth Elemental. Rain of Rust. What is going on in this picture? I don't know what's happening in that picture. Maze Rusher. Ronin Cavekeeper. Maze Rusher. Axe Grinder Giant. Oh, Bloodstoke Howler. Chartooth Cougar. Pretty cool looking art. Firemaw Kavu. Also pretty cool looking art. All right, the red set. The red cards, rather, looking pretty cool. Firemaw Kavu. Volcanic Awakening. So we've gotten a couple cards worth 24, 25 cents up in this mana value, but nothing worth over $1 yet. Tectonic Fiend. Bogardian Rager. Firemaw Kavu. So the Volcanic Awakenings are worth a couple cents. Fiery Fall. Ashen Monstrosity. Fault Grinder. 27 cents. I think that's our new King of the Hill so far. Ridge Ranit? 8 of those. 2 playsets. And a Shaleskin Bruiser. 7 mana. Whew, for a 4/4. Ooh. When it attacks, it gets +3/+0 for each other attacking beast. That's a kind of a cool ability, but 7 mana for a 4/4. I don't think that's it. Okay, we emptied this box. Bye-bye box. Let's put these in there. Where are we starting? 4 mana? Yeah, these are all 4 mana. So let's pop the 4s in the box. And then we got some 5s. Pretty clean, actually. And then here it starts to get expensive. So we got 5s, 6s, and 7s. Here, why don't I show it to you instead of doing it off camera? We got 5s, 6s, and 7s. So let's do 5s, 6s, and 7s. Did I do this right? Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. That's the red. Let's keep it going with the green. So that took an hour? It took 50 minutes. Holy shit. Holy sheesh. That took longer than I thought it would, honestly. I didn't think it took that long to scan all this bulk, but I guess it does. So I'm going to break this box down because we're moving to a different storage system. Bye-bye, box. Have a nice life. All right. We'll take a look at the hits here. The hits, quote unquote. As hit as they get in the bulk. So here's what we found in the red box. This is for something, like $4 and something cents. Oh, look, there's a hair on here trying to hitch a ride. $4 and something cents, $1 something. I think it's slightly over $1, slightly over $1, slightly over $1. So we're looking at like $7-ish, maybe $8 here. Out of the bulk of just one color, I'm not mad about that, to be honest with you. I'm not mad about that at all. Like I said, I think I paid like 20 bucks for these, so getting half that almost back in just one color is not a bad trade-off. And then we got all our green here, which is apparently unorganized. Usually I organize this stuff by mana cost, but it looks like this is not organized, which actually makes life a little easier because then I don't have to track it. I can just stick it in the box. Oh, God. And then these are from earlier. Deflecting SWAT. It's going to go right into the... It's funny that I have the $34 card not in a top loader, and then I have this $10 card in a top loader. Maybe I should put the $34 card in a top loader. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe. Maybe. 34, 10, and then something, 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 something. 3 times. The the 3-minute one is the best, but who wants to fucking sit there for 3 minutes? Nobody. It's bullshit. I guess if I'm gonna like go get some water or something, then the 3-minute one's good. Wormwood Dryad. All right, Lobster. Let's pull some bulk heat. $2, $2, $2. I'm looking for some big money here. Firefox, Firefox, Foxfire Oak, Gloom Widow, Mireboa, Uktabi Drake, Giant Duskwasp, Healing Leaves. Look how I thought this was actually when I saw it I thought it was really off-centered, but you know it's not too bad. And what is this set? Double Masters? Oh no, Planar Chaos. I was way off. Choose one. Target player gains 3 life or prevent the next 3 damage to be dealt to target creature or player this turn. Interesting. Healing Leaves. Citanul Wood Readers. Mireboa. Reflex Sliver. Anna Battle Mage. Utopia Vow. Borderland Ranger. 2 of those. Incremental Growth. 2 of those. Nath's Elite. 2 of those. Heal the Scars. Aw, thank you. Fistful of Force. Guiltleaf Seer. Incremental Growth. Elvish Eulogist. Elvish Branchbender. Hunt Down. Cloud Crown Oak. Lace with Moon Glove. Lace with Moon Glove. Elvish Branchbender. Wood Cloaker. Look how old this card is. Look how beat up this card is. That thing's seen some love. It's from Scourge. I am not familiar with that set. Totem Speaker. Totem. Defiant Elf. Whole playset of those bad babies. Berserk Merlodont. Okay. Enormous Baloth. What the fuck is a Baloth? I guess it's that thing. Branch Snap Lorien. Timberwatch Elf. Hey, this is a 40-cent one. Got 5 of those. Glowering Rogon. Can't even read these fucking words. Berserk Merlodont. Branch Snap Lorien. Nothing big so far. These green cards are well loved, though. They look like they've seen some play. Canopy Crawler. Enormous Baloth. Siege Worm. Of course, that's not worth anything. Roiling Spoil. Siege Worm. Elves of Deep Shadow. Hey, we found our first dollar card here. Elves of Deep Shadow, $1.36. You know what? I need to search my thing and make sure that I haven't already scanned these. Some of these are looking familiar. So first, let's take a look at our card. $1.36 is a 1-mana 1/1. Tap to add black to your mana pool. Elves of Deep Shadow deals 1 damage to you. All right. Well, that's a card you could play. I guess it's just $1 because of the ramp. Elves of Deep Shadow. I just scanned it. Oh, I haven't added it yet. Okay, so it doesn't show up in... It doesn't show up in my collection. So we must be good. Yeah, now it shows up after I added it. Okay, so we're good. We're not scanning cards we've already scanned. Elves of Deep Shadow. First $1 or more green card that we found so far. In the bulk. Siege Worm. Oop, I missed one. Hey, 88 cents. It's not worth pulling aside, but we'll give you an honorable mention. Scatter the Seeds. 5 mana Convoke. Put 3 1/1 green Saproling creature tokens into play. Give you an honorable mention at 88 cents. Transluminant. Transluminant. Okay. Fists of Ironwood. Overwhelm. Stone Cedar. Hierophant. Hey, Scatter the Seeds. Another one of those 88 centers. Verdant Haven. Naturalize. So this actually sees play. I wonder why this is so cheap. Probably because it's been reprinted a billion times. But I think this actually sees play. I mean, it's not quite as good as can't remember what the other one is. There's a 1 mana that's destroy artifact or enchantment, and its controller gains 4 life. This one's 2 mana. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it's not terrible. But not worth any money. At least not from this set. Spitting Slug. Unbridled Growth. I think this one kind of sees some play too, doesn't it? It's a 1 mana enchantment. Gives a land, add 1 mana of any color, and you can sacrifice it to draw a card. I feel like some people are playing anything, so. Trained Armodon. Rot Shambler. Filigree Fracture. Patagia Viper. Flash Foliage. Can't pronounce that. Roar of Challenge. Bonds of Mortality. I've tried playing that card a few times. It's okay. 8 of these Gate Creeper Vines. And of course I tapped it up to 9. Like a dummy. All right, let's grab our next chunk out of here. Chunky Monkey. Druid of the Animo. Hello, hello. Hello.
¡Sis!
¡Que no sea! ¿Qué es eso?
Wow. So that one right there.
Yeah, boy.
This one card just paid for the whole box of bulk. This is it, Chief. This is what we were looking for. Got 4 of these, and they're worth $4 a piece. So just these are worth almost as much as I paid for the whole box. And then we found a couple others that are worth a couple bucks. So we did it, Reddit. Here it is. The card that paid for the bulk because we got 4 of these. $4.34. I got a play set of these. Why are these worth $4? Oh, okay. So if you're running a deck that's like red, green, white, I guess. Pretty good. Kind of specific. Or if you're just splashing in some red or white in a standard deck. Not bad. So it's a colorless and a green for a 1/1 that taps her red, green, or white. They're worth $4. They got the right set in there? Yep. Shards of Alara. 434. Hey, not bad. Cool. Cool. Wait a second. Where the hell is it? I got a cool in here. There we go.
Very cool.
Cool. Oh. So we got a $4 card out of green. We got a $4 card out of red. What else might we find? Come on, Living Terrain. You can do it. Norwood Ranger. What is on this card? Can't tell if this is dirt or is this a misprint. What is this right here? What the hell are you? Like a green dot. It's weird. I have no idea if that's on the card from printing or if that's from whoever owned it before me. Treetop Bracers, Scaled Worm, Rampant Growth. Hey, this card sees play. This is an old Rampant Growth from 9th edition. Colorless and a green, search your library for a basic land, put it into play tapped, then shuffle your library. Maybe that doesn't see play. I'm not sure. It coming into play tapped kind of sucks. Grizzly Bears. Tree Monkey. Hey!
What's up, you stupid idiots?
Thank you, T-Pain. 384. I think green's in the lead now.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy. Please clap.
A 1-mana 1/1 with reach. Okay. I don't know why that's $3, but it is, according to stuff. Norwood Ranger. Not worth $3. Not Hot Dog. Really doesn't like scanning the white cards against the white background. All right, we got our first silver and green. Shoe Tree. Shoe Tree. 4 colorless and a green for a 3/3 tree folk. Shoe Tree comes into play with up to 2 shoe counters on it. Use your shoes as counters. That's fucking disgusting. Shoe Tree gets +1/+1 for each shoe counter on it. I'm not putting my shoes on the fucking card. All right, this is one of my favorite cards. Even though it's not worth money and it's not good, because it's, I mean, silver bordered. But it's 1 colorless and 2 green mana for a 2/2 elemental called Our Market Research Shows That Players Like Really Long Card Names. So we made this card to have the absolute longest card name ever elemental. It's got Art Rampage 2. Whenever this becomes blocked by a creature, it gets +2/+2 for each creature in the blocker's art beyond the first. Just call it Omsterplos and Swabmacthalkni for short. All right, I just like this card. I just like this card. Okay, it sucks, but I like it. Another Shoot Tree, Graphic Violence, Supersize Me. Let's check these two out. Graphic Violence, 2 colors and 1 green. For an instant, all creatures by the artist of your choice get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. Warning. The Dominarian Surgeon General has found that savage beatings can lead to chump blocks, life reduction, and even game loss. You're goddamn right. Supersize is a colorless and a Green for an instant. Target creature gets +3/5/3/5 until end of turn. Remodel. 2 colorless and a green for an instant. If you control 2 or more permanents that share an artist, you may play Remodel without paying its mana cost. Remove target artifact from the game. This Old Grove. A rusted Masticore makes a beautiful addition to any garden. It's showing This Old Grove's on at 6 p.m. I love that. I love that for you. I think that guy just died recently, which is really sad. But fear not. He's been immortalized in a Magic card reference. Tangle Angler. Slice in Twain. It's like a more expensive version of the card we saw before that I can't remember now. Giant Growth. That's a classic one. Windstorm. Naturalize. I got a bunch of it. Bunch of normal ones in here. Bountiful Harvest. Oakenform. Bramble Creeper. Fog. Love Fog. Gotta have Fog. Naturalize. Giant Spider. Emerald Oryx. Not Onyx. Crawworm. Deadly Recluse. Centaur Courser. Bramble Creeper. Enormous Baloth. Prized Unicorn. Awakener Druid. Sacred Wolf. Giant Growth ×2. Serpent Skin. Humble Bodoka. Order of the Sacred Bell ×2. Burr Grafter. Kami of the Hunt. And Vine Kami. So green's doing good so far. So far, green is our big money maker with 4 cards worth of $4 each, Elves of the Deep Shadow worth $1, and Tree Monkey worth $3. So we're at $20 with just these bulks. Just these bad baby bulks. Burr Grafter. Moss Kami. Serpent Skin. Vine Kami. Strength of Cedars. Burr Grafter. Dripping Tongue Zubera. Humble Bodoka. Commune with Nature. Quiet Disrepair. Interesting. Matsu Tribe Sniper. Vital Surge. Roar of Jukai. Vital Surge. Petal Mane Baku. Night Soil Kami. Shinin' of Life's Roar coming in with 52 cents. Not quite enough to get us over the $1 hump, but still pretty cool. Shinin'. 1 dozen eyes. I think I missed one there. Tal Jalad Exile. Tal Jalad Chosen. Viridian Shaman. Wormskin Forager. Crashing Centaur. Springing Tiger. Muscle Burst. Crozen Avenger. Another Springing Tiger. Wild Mongrel. Seton's Desire. Sylvan Might. Tilling Tree Folk. Savage Conception. Phosphorescent Feast. Tilling Wickerboro Elder. Jade Guardian. Whoa. Slice in Twain with a different art. Thundering Spineback. Telgelad Wolf, Stone-Faced Crocodile, Oran Reef Recluse, Deathhood Cobra, Acidic Slime, River Boa, Dat Boa, Festerhide Boar, Might Beyond Reason, Foul Emissary, Autumnal Gloom, Aim High, excuse me, Confront the Unknown, Root Out, Byway Courier, Byway, Fork in the Road, Thornhide Wolves, Confront the Unknown, Byway Courier, Fork in the Road, Stoic Builder. I know I have a lot of those guys. Equestrian Skill. I know I have a lot of those guys too. Equestrian Skill is only worth 1 cent. Poor Equestrian Skill. Might Beyond Reason, Thornhide Wolves, Equestrian Skill, Might Beyond Reason. Ah! Whoa! That thing just went flying. Kessig Dire Swine. Thornhide Wolves, Watcher in the Web. Trepid Provisioner, Aim High. Moonlight Hunt. Ooh, 41 cents on Moonlight Hunt. If only you were a little bit more Pack Guardian. Equestrian Skill. Groundskeeper. Graftmole. Rabid Bite. Okay. We're like halfway through the box here. Gruul. Nodorog. Starved Rusalka. 3 more of those. Gruul Nodorog. Oh, I missed one. This is very important. I can't miss one. Actually, I might as well add all these to my collection here. More Gruul Nodorog. Gore Clan Savage. Can you hear me? Yes, you can't hear me. Okay. I was like, uh-oh. Gruul Scraper. Gore Clan Savage. Battering Worm. Eastmasters. Mage Mark. Gore Clan Savage. Predatory Focus. Ooh, 85 cents. Almost $1. Not quite where we need it to be. Another Gore Clan Savage. Naturalize. Llanowar Sentinel. Giant Growth. Naturalize. Rushwood Dryad. Rutwala. Grizzly Bears. Pincher Beetles. Creeping Mold. Stalking Tiger. Carplucin Strider. Stalking Tiger, Carplucin Strider. What the fuck is going on here? Canopy Spider. Tangle Spider. Llanowar Sentinel ×2. Civic Wayfinder. Elvish Berserker. Lots of giant growths. Naturalized Civic Wayfinder ×2. Overgrowth. I think this was worth, 30 cents. Got a lot of those too, but... So let's check this out. Why is this worth 30 cents? Let's just see if we can figure that out real quick here. It's a 3 mana. It's a 2 colorless and 1 forest. Enchant land. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds 2 forests to his or her mana pool. I think that means it adds 3 total. I believe. Doesn't say on here. Sometimes it says on the card what the total is. Gnarlid Pack, Simic Initiate, Matcaw Rioters. All right, let's pull this one out. I want to look this up later and see. Overgrowth. Look that up later and see if it does add to the mana or if it's just taps for 2. I think it adds to the mana. Taunting Elf. What is this set? Urza's Destiny. Tranquil Path. I think something popped up there. Oh, no, it didn't. Urborg Elf. These cards are looking a little worn here. Jungle Worm, Stalking Tiger, Anaconda, Panther Warriors. These are all old, though. It's getting the wrong set on all of these. It's this one, which is still not worth any money. That one's worth 18 cents. Yeah, the old set, I guess, doesn't actually matter for these cards because they're just not so good. Grizzly Bears? What do you think about that? Grizzly Bears? Hidden Spider? He's in there. He's hiding. Venomous Fangs. Man, look how beat up this card is. Poor boy. Look how they massacred my boy. Oh my god. Look how they massacred my boy. Gift of the Woods. Battlefield Scrounger. Giant Warthog. Move this off to the side, and I have to move it back because it's too far away. Verdant Touch. That's apparently a rare now. Colorless and a green with buyback. Target land becomes 2/2 creature permanently. Buyback for 3 colorless. If you pay the 3 colorless, it goes back into your hand instead of the graveyard. Huh. Okay. That is something you can play if you want to. Elvish Guidance. 73 cents. Almost up to $1 on that one. Two colorless and a green. Whenever enchanted lands tap for mana, his controller adds forest to his or her mana pool for each elf in play. Ooh. Hey, Wirewood Herald. We got another over $1 card.
Cool.
Colorless and a forest for a 1/1. Whenever Wirewood Herald is put into a graveyard from play, you may search your library for an elf card. If you do, reveal that card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Wow, both of these cards. I got a buddy who plays an elf tribal deck. Both of these cards seem like they'd be pretty cool. Elvish Guidance and Wirewood Herald. We'll set those aside to see if he is aware of them. Birch Lore Rangers. Wirewood Pride. Bloodline Shaman. Elvish Pioneer. Tree Spring Lorien. Barkhide Mauler. Wirewood Herald again. He's back. I don't see any more in here, but we got those two. Another $2. Technically 3, because I think they're $1.50 each.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, $1.53 each. Look at that. We're over here printing money. Look at this. Huh? What do you think about that? Printing money. Just fucking around. Taunting. I'm just taunting you. Taunting elf. Wirewood Pride. Not quite as good as Wirewood Herald. Sorry, Wirewood Pride. Multani's Acolyte. Whatever that is. Rootbreaker Worm. Rootwalla. Skyshroud Elf. Skyshroud Troll. A Woolly Spider. Lure. Chubtoad. Howling Wolf. Land Grant. Interesting. Let's see what Land Grant is. 5 of these Rangers paths. Land Grant. Colorless and a forest. If you have no lands in hand, you may reveal your hand instead of paying Land Grant's mana cost. Search your library for a forest card, put that into your hand, then shuffle your library. not too exciting. Acidic Slime. Titanic Growth. Claw Bear. Bear. Elven Cash. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. If that wasn't 4 mana. If that wasn't 4 mana, I would be all over that. Nantuko Shaman. Scarwood Treefolk, Sprout, Tromp the Domains. What the hell is tromping? Scarwood Treefolk, Duskwood Tracker, Thalid Shell Dweller, Scarwood Treefolk, Thrill of the Hunt, Tromp the Domains, whatever the hell Tromp means. I don't think that's a word. Tromp the Domains. Thalid Germinator. The Germinator. Thrill of the Hunt. Duskwood Tracker. Molder. Popping cards all over the place. All right, let's grab our next chunk. Duskwood Tracker's back again. More Thrill of the Hunt. You could tell that one was a very common. What the hell was that noise? What the hell was that noise? I don't know what that was. Spooky stuff going on in here. Aether Web. Wormwood Dryad. Green Seeker. Glass Asp. What? Oh, it was my cards falling down in my box. I'm getting scared of a box. Glass Asp. Sprout. Havenwood Worm. Chameleon. Molder. Phantom Worm. Another Molder. Strength in Numbers. Might of Old Krosa. Mutant's Prey. Crowl Warrior. Pattering Krasis. Saruli Gatekeepers. Crowl Warrior. What? Saruli Gatekeepers. Mutant's Prey. Maze Behemoth. Crowl Warrior. Battering. Can't say these words. I can't say these names. Thrive. I could say that. Street Savvy. Boom. Verdant Eidolon. Simic Initiate. Simic Ragworm. I thought that said Simic Ringworm. Verdant Eidolon. Thrive. Dromoka's Gift. Salt Road Quarters. Salt Road Quartermasters. Herd Chaser Dragon. A green dragon. Interesting. 6 mana 3/3 with flying and trample. Metamorph 7. You may cast it as a 2/2 face down for 3. Too expensive. When it's returned up, put a +1/+1 counter on each other dragon creature you control. Yeah, it's just too expensive. Sheltered. Airy. Scale Guard Sentinels. Sand Steep Scavenger. Revealing Wind. Woof. It's hard to say these words. Glade Watcher. Revealing Wind. Circle of Elders. Another Glade Watcher. Tread Upon. A Tarka Beast Breaker. Colossodon Yearling. Segmented Grotique. Inoc Artillerist. Conifer Strider, and Epic Confrontation. Still got some to go. Not quite done with the box. I think there's probably a couple hundred more. Probably 200 or 300 more cards. That's my guess. Press the Advantage. Herd Chaser Dragon. Oh, this is the one we just saw. Timber Pack Wolf. Leaf Glider. Yeva's Force Mage. Mantle of Webs. Vine Snare. Hitchclaw Recluse. That is a creepy picture. Mantle of Webs. Titanic Growth. Again, Titanic Growth. Rocks Maulers. Teamer Charger. Windstorm. Become Immense. Another Naturalize. Become Immense. Delve. Target creature becomes 6/6 until end of turn. Interesting. Or gets +6/+6. Big difference there. Target creature gets +6/+6 until end of turn. Incremental Growth. Was that enchantment? No, it's a sorcery. Put +1/+1 on target creature. 2 +1/+1 on another target creature, and 3 +1/+1 on a third target creature. Interesting. Archer's Parapet. Scout the Borders. Windstorm. Woolly Loxodon. Dying over here. Woolly Loxodon. Archer's Parapet. Rar of Challenge. Sultai Flare. Incremental Growth. Pine Walker. Windstorm. Sultai Flare. Windstorm. Under the card. Awaken the Bear. Da Bear. Scout the Borders. Smoke Teller. Tusked Colossodon. Tuskguard Captain, Heir of the Wilds, Alpine Grizzly, Smoke Teller, Pine Walker, Fertilid. Walker of the Grove, Ambassador Oak, Everbark Shaman, Ambassador Professor Oak, Fertilid, Elvish Warrior, Ambassador Professor Oak, Earth Brawn, Everbark Shaman, Ambassador Professor Oak, Luminescent Rain. That's scary. Recross the Paths. That's a little 40-cent dinger ding dinger. Not a terrible card. Matka Rioteers. Does Recross the Paths get sent back to your hand, or where does it get sent? Let's check it out. 2 colorless and 1 forest. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card into play and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Clash with an opponent. If you win, return Recross the Paths to its owner's hand. And clashing is when you turn over the top card of your library, and the one with the highest converted mana cost wins. I think that's an interesting card. I know I already have one of those pulled out. Actually, I might put it in my deck again, to be honest with you. Kind of expensive for only 1 land, but the thing is, it could be any land. It's not go find a basic land. It's flip over cards until you find a land. The only part of that kind of sucks is you have to flip over cards, but I play with the same people most often anyways, so they already kind of know what's in my deck. Gluttonous Slime. Why are you 38 cents, Gluttonous Slime? It's a 1 forest, 2 colorless ooze. 2/2 with Flash and Devour 1. As it comes into play, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature comes into play with that many +1/+1 counters on it. So it's probably 30 cents because it has Flash. So you can flash it in after defending with something that's going to die and then eat those defenders, I guess, to give it some +1/+1 counters for free. What is this Kenny G saxophone stuff we got going on in the background here? Might of Alara, God Toucher. All right. Jungle Weaver, Savage Hunter, Savage Hunger, God Toucher, Resounding War, Roar, Court Archers, Gift of the Gargantuan, Cillian Elf, another Naturalize, so many Naturalizes, Naya, Battle Mage, Court Archers, Behemoth's Herald, Cillian Elf. It looks like she's next to a giant corn stalk. Algae Gariel? What? Come again? Mighty Emergence. Whenever a creature with power 5 or greater comes into play under your control, you may put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Why settle for massive? I think that's what it says. Something like that. Why settle for huge or something? Rocks. Chaja. Soul's Might. Mastodon. Soul's Might. Cavern Thoctor. Elvish Visionary. Topan Aesthetic. Another Mastodon. Cavern Thoctor. Savage Hunter. Topan Aesthetic. Lush Growth. Oh, man. Jungle Weaver. Cavern Thoctor. God Toucher. Gift of the Gargantuan, and another Court Archers. All right, that's another 355 cards right there. Almost done. Let's keep going. Probably like 250 to go. Another Cillian Elf. Silly Elf. Jungle Weaver. Elvish Visionary. Court Archers. Rocks Charger. Another Naturalized. We saw that one before, I think. Or that printing. Behemoth's Herald. Elvish Visionary. Another Naturalized. Elvish Visionary. Lush Growth. Mastodon. Soul's Might. Algae Gariel. Behemoth's Herald. Algae Gariel. Naturalize. Masotodon. Behemoth's Herald. God Toucher. Cillian Elf. Masotodon. Algae Gariel. Gagariel. Mastodon. Cillian Elf. Calvin. Oh my gosh. It's the same things over and over again. Get me to the next set here. Savage Hunter. Here we go. Pima Outrider. All right, we're looking at something different now. Kujar Seed Sculptor. Hunt the Weak. Sage of Shalia's Claim. Wily Bandar. Thriving Rhino. Hunt the Weak. Cowl Prowler. Appetite for the Unnatural. What is he eating? He's eating a ornithopter, whatever the hell it's called. Takedown. Sage of Shalia's Claim. Hunt the Weak. Cowl Prowler. High Sport Artisan. Takedown. Kujar Seed Sculptor. Riparian Tiger. Wild Wanderer. Appetite for the Unnatural. Commencement of festivities. Wild Wanderer. Thriving Rhino. Ornamental Courage. Ornamental Courage. Sounds like it's fake courage. Riparian Tiger. Wily Bandar. Kujar Seed Sculptor. Larger than life. Riparian Tiger. Thriving Rhino. Ornamental Courage. Oh my gosh, the same cards over and over again. Hunt the Weak. Cowl Prowler. Riparian Tiger. Wily Bandar. Kujarsk. Attune with Ether. Thank you for breaking up the monotony. I appreciate you with Attune with Ether. And here's something we haven't seen yet. Life Force. Counter a black spell as it is being cast. This use is played as an interrupt and does not affect black cards already in play. That's kind of cool. It doesn't tap, and it doesn't sacrifice. Not bad. That is kind of a cool card. So it costs 2 mana, two forests, and then you can 2 forests at any time to counter a black spell at instant speed. Might be good on a sideboard against a black deck. Counter a black spell as it's being cast. I'm going to throw that off to the side. That could be good on a sideboard if I'm playing against a really harsh black deck. Throw that in there and just be like, yep, okay, that's countered. That spell, that's countered. Ah, hold on. Let me just pay 2 mana, and that's countered. Ronom Hulk, Martyr of Spores, Boreal Centaur, Boreal. Ronom Hulk times 2. Martyr of Spores. That's a really weird looking picture. Sound the call. Bawoo. Aurochs Herd. Surging Might. Ronom Hulk. Bull Aurochs. Resize. Surging Might. Bull Aurochs. Aurochs Herd. Arborback Stomper. Oh, we're back to Wily Bandar and Cowl Prowler. Nature's Way. Hey now. Target control gains vigilance and trample end of turn, deals damage equal to this power target you don't control. I think that's a card that people do play. Unlike most of these. Wild Wanderer. Why didn't you scan? There we go. High Spire Artisan. Appetite for the Unnatural. Another Wild Wanderer set. Well, pair. Kujar Seed Sculptor. Cowl Prowler. Riparian Tiger. We've seen so many Cowl Prowlers and Riparian Tigers. And we got one more stack to go, and we are done. And where we're going to go after this is Jiang Shidal is doing a 24-hour stream, and I think she's only like 5 or 6 hours into it, so it's going to be fun. She's going to get tired. I don't know if she's imbibing the alcohols or what it is she's doing, but she's going to be streaming for 24 hours, and I think she's only on like hour 5 or 6. So, going to be crazy. Going to be fun. This is the last stack. We're going to go after there. We're going to go over there after this. After there, over this. Got maybe 20 more cards to go. Oh, we missed one larger than life. Got maybe 20 more cards to go. Then we're going to take a look at our hits one more time. And then let's go see what she's doing. Ms. Jing Shidal. Thriving Rhino, Hunt the Weak, High Spire Artisans, Sage of Shalia's Claim, Attune with Ether, and finally, Imrakul's Influence is the last one we're going to scan today. Let's add those to our collection. Let's take a look at our hits, quote-unquote hits. One more time. Here's what we got. We got Elves of Deep Shadow is like $1. Tree Monkey was like $3. We got Druid of the Anima times 4. Those were, I think, $4.60. Seething Song was $4. And then I think each of these goblins was like $1. So we're easily at like 25, 30 bucks. I think this was $1. These Wirewood Heralds, I think these were $1.50 each. So that's like another couple bucks. These are not worth much. I just pulled them out to take a look at them. And then from the Commander Masters pack, we got the biggest hit of the day, which, you know, that's not bulk, but which was Deflecting Swat. $35. And then this was from the March of the Machine set booster. Tribute to the World Tree, that's like $9. And then just some couple $, Arcane Signet, couple $, Jace, $4, Ajani, $4. So we had a good day. Good day. Lobster, thanks for sticking with me. Whoever else has been hanging out, thank you for sticking with me through all the ads and all the bullshit. Let's go check out what Jiang Shidal is doing. See how her 24-hour stream is going. And I'll be back cracking more packs in a few days. Look, I've already got them sitting here. They're already ready to go. In a few days, we'll crack those open. Have some fun. Let's go see how she's doing. Jiang Shidal. Is she not on? Oh, she is on. Okay, good. Uptime, 6 hours. So she's been going for 6 hours. She's going to be streaming for another 18 hours. Let's go. Let's go check it out. What does this say? Guide the raid? All right. Let's go. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for stopping. And Lobster, save me some pizza. All right. Bye.